What's going on, guys? Hope you're having a good day. Today we're looking at Vmint, a extremely small cap project that has suddenly come back to life over the last couple of days. So something interesting. I've been looking at Vmint for a very long time. I bought into it all the way at the start, early in the last year. I took my profits along the way. Didn't take all my profits, so I also ride it all the way back down to absolutely nothing. Here we're sitting at zero point 0.1 cents per token. Volume was not existent at all. But as you can see over the last couple of days, it's massively jumped up. It went from zero point 0.1 cents, it did an 8x in 2 days. And yeah, that's interesting. So let's see why that happened, what's going on with the project itself. Also, it does help, of course, that the market overall has increased a little bit in volume over the last couple of days. Now we know that Bitcoin made a drop from $118,000 over to 114. But when we look at the overall sentiment in the market and we look at the posts of people, the positive sentiment is coming back a little bit, and that would have probably had a bit of an effect on Vmint too. But mainly it comes from the announcements that they came up with, the buybacks that they have been doing. So we'll dive into whether Vmint is a good buy, yes or no. First things first, what is Vmint? So Vmint essentially is made for projects itself that need help with their liquidity, that need help with their market making. So it's a tool that is used for effective liquidity and trading management. So you can understand. I believe on the website here they talk about the problems that projects have, and it gives a good explanation as to why you would want to use it, or maybe it's in there we go. It should be in here in the pitch deck. So empowering crypto projects with automated liquidity and community driven growth. So essentially, they use bots, and the bots will trade for you, provide liquidity, trade back and forth to create fabricated trading volume. But here we go, limited access to market making, especially small and medium crypto projects. They do genuinely struggle to access market making services because of the costs, and it leaves them with low liquidity. This is a true well-known problem for smaller projects, and the lack of trading volume. You want to get listed on exchanges, and you want to make sure that you stay on an exchange too. Well, what's one of the things that an exchange will look at? It's your volume. If there's not enough volume, the exchange won't be interested. And on top of that, same from the investor side of things, people will want to buy into a project where there's action going on. So that is, of course, a problem as well. And then complexity. Complex trading algorithms and infrastructure prevents wider adoption of market making strategies. It makes it harder for smaller projects to scale. That is correct. That is a problem. And Vmint finds a solution for that by allowing your bots to do the work for you, essentially. So it's a let me see, where is it? Essentially, it stimulates the trading activity and it maintains liquidity by using bots rather than actual people and real trading. So automated trading generation. The bot simulates organic trading activities across various pairs, boosting volume and mitigating the risk of delisting onto a platform, onto an exchange. Decentralized and unpredictable trading patterns. With its unique offset feature, Vmint creates a layer of randomness in trading, which makes it more resistant to detection and manipulation. So, obviously, when using bots, we don't want to be known as a bot, or they don't want to be seen as a bot. So, they have put measurements in place to be able to go under the radar and not being an actual bot. So, the bot leverages a unique offset feature to emulate human like trading, which is crucial because if this works and if it's an up and running project, a lot of small projects would really benefit from using Vmint within their system. So seamless integration within CX and DEXs, so users can easily set up the bot on their preferred exchanges. Nice and easy, awesome. Customable trading parameters. Projects can tailor the bot's settings to their specific needs, including trading pairs, other order size, frequency, and price threshold, maximizing the effectiveness. And then the transparency. Real-time analytics allow users to monitor the bot's performance, adjust strategies promptly. So the key features, yeah, there is a revenue sharing system in place here as well, just like the other video that we did yesterday or the day before, 2 days ago, about 0x0. They have a really good revenue sharing system in place. In this case, it's slightly different setup than it is with 0x0, but it works. A lot of people are interested in a revenue sharing system. Ambassador program, I looked at it a little bit before. Here you can put some of your details down if you believe that you can be of value. Anybody that believes that they can bring in new customers to them, essentially, you earn a 10% commission from the total payment for the first month, and then 10% of the recurring revenue goes to the community. For some people, this might be interesting. To myself, I don't feel like this is really gonna be worth my while, which is why I wouldn't really get into this. But when we look at the cost of the memberships, let's go here because they show the membership here. CEX standalone is $1,000 per month, and then it goes up to $10,000 per month. Well, if you have a project that would go for the pro package, then your 10% commission here would be $1,000. That's nice, you know. And then the recurring revenue, though, the $1,000 per month, that goes into the pool that is then used for the revenue share. So that is interesting. Obviously, you don't benefit from it too much. I think that they can make it slightly more attractive for projects to, or for individuals to become an ambassador. I don't think it's really worth your while, especially because this is, you know, actually the 10,000 package. But now imagine you get somebody on the $999 or $12.99 package, you get, you know, $100 or $130. So yeah, I think that they can improve on that element a little bit more to make it more attractive. Give a 5% commission for a recurring for the first 12 months, for example. Now that incentivizes people to continue, because imagine if I get 20 projects involved, I get a recurring revenue, I essentially earn a residual or a passive income for the next 12 months. Awesome, that's interesting. So room for thought there, yeah, room for improvement, if I've read that right. But again, it says earn yourself a 10% commission fee, which they clearly do state here. Initial commission, earn a 10% commission on the total payment from new customers in their first month. So that's your commission. Revenue share, 10% of the recurring revenue goes to the community revenue share. So that's not just for yourself only. If these efforts lead to a new client, 10% of the monthly revenue plus 10% from the total profits for that sign-up goes to the revenue share. Yeah, so it's for every community. Awesome. If you're in the community and other people do the work, then you earn from it, you know. But aside from that, of course, again, it's an up and running system. It works, it functions, and I work with a go-to-market company myself, and we help a lot of projects with their marketing. And you know, it is very well known that projects need help, they need assistance. So I do think that they offer a very great service, and it's a need in the market. When looking at investing, what project am I going to invest in? Well, is there a need for this project and the service that they offer? Yes or no? In this case, it's definitely a yes. So this is slightly outdated. Current market size 2023. We're past mid 2025 right now. So this needs a slight update. As you guys know, I'm always very critical with everything that I see, and I would, as a crypto project, you got a multi-million-dollar market cap. In the crypto space, it's not much, but it's still a couple $1 million worth. This should be updated. But overall, the tokenomics went out for the original token sale. That was 50%, almost 50%, close exactly 50%. Team and advisors get 10%, which is very healthy, very normal. Marketing and partnership, 20%, which is good as long as they use this money properly. You know how I kind of grilled 0x0 in my previous video. Amazing project, a lot of potential, but just no marketing strategy whatsoever. Well, they have some money here set aside for that. Hopefully they utilize it properly. Of course, they've been around for a while now, and they've done some marketing with them picking up right now. I hope they continue doing that. And then development. What does development mean? I guess the development of the actual tools and the services that they offer. Competitor analysis, Vmint's superiority. Vmint outshines competitors with its customizable market making but unique offset feature, offering flexible and sophistication that others lack. User-centric model, particularly for Vmint token staking and revenue sharing, which is these days very desired by investors, of course. Provides incentives unmatched by competitors. Cool, awesome. Go-to-market strategy. So this is the interesting part. Target the market identification, so they focus on emerging and established crypto projects seeking affordable, flexible market making solutions. Yeah, they target small to medium sized enterprises in the crypto space, including exchanges and DeFi projects. Proposition communication, they highlight Vmint's unique selling points, so the bot technology, as we said, the revenue model, as we said, and they do actually solve a specific pain point in the market. Again, we've discussed it, very true. Here we go, the marketing. Digital marketing, they leverage SEO, content marketing, social media to reach crypto communities. Influencer partnerships, collaborate with crypto influencers through leaders. So yeah, of course they use KOLs to push their project. Makes total sense as well. That's a very basic setup of how to get exposure. Partnerships, from strategic alliances with crypto exchanges, also collaborate with crypto educational platforms. Sales strategy, implement a tiered pricing model, which they do have, and offer free trials. I actually just signed up, maybe we're too late now. Oh no, here we go. I signed up for the free trial myself just to show you guys what it's like. I got 7 minutes left, so you click on it didn't work before though, so I don't know why it wasn't. Let's have a look if it works. So this is the actual bot that you can use, volume bots, which I'm assuming can increase the volume. But yeah, this happened before as well. Unfortunately, I can't actually open it. That's a shame. I would have wanted to show you guys what it would look like. But essentially what you do see when you do this is this. Maybe if we click on it here. Volume bots. Let's hope we got 7 minutes left, guys. There we go. So choose an exchange. Can we right now? We'll go for Maxi. Oh, we actually have to connect. Let's not do that right now. We go for BTC versus Vmint itself. Or let's go ETH. Let's go USDT. Frequency minimum is 35. Let's go 35. Trade 500, 2000, offset 0.001 to 0.02 there. Anything that happened? Slightly complicated how this actually works. S&P 500. Oh, we don't need any of this. So again, not very easy to use here, not very user friendly. Did anything happen on here? No. So this does nothing. For your bot script, obviously makes sense that it's not that easy to use because, well, if they put this in here, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Anybody that knows, let me know what I'm doing wrong here. But by the way, it says the bot is offline. Okay, should have seen that before. Cool. Too bad. We just wasted 30 seconds of your life there. End of mine. But there is a way that you can at least explore the bot itself. So let's pick up where we left off here. Community building. They foster a robust community around Vmint through forums, Discord channels, and regular AMAs. Encourage user feedback, sure. Customer support, sure. Expansion plan. Gradually expands to larger markets and enterprises, which they've just done. They've just expanded to the UAE and they're in Dubai now. They're listed on Uniswap, Maxi. Oh no, Maxi. They're on the Binance Smart Chain. They're on KuCoin. It would be nice if we can see them on some larger exchanges, especially with the small market cap. That would be awesome. Where we right now is Q2, Q3 2025. So development of analytics tool, customizable reporting, ongoing optimization. Beyond 2025, long term, adaptation to market changes, stay adaptable to changes in the crypto market, and community driven development. Well, look, if we go to the latest updates, so this is Vmint. They've got 28.5k followers, and this is supposed to be a pretty big announcement. So exciting development at Vmint Lab are underway. Vmint AI solutions will soon debut in Dubai, which is awesome. Expansions toolkit included advanced asset management, sophisticated tracking solutions, on chain. So they really do. They have a lot of useful tools. They have a lot of useful services that they offer. And now they just need a bit of traction again and a bit of volume. But if we look at the all-time, so market cap is sitting at 3.7 right now. It's gone up to a market cap of over $40 million. So, and trading volume was sitting at around $4 million. Once the market picks up and we're getting real stuck into the proper bull run and altcoins pump, anybody that was here in last bull run knows that any small little project that are out there, they can just do a 50x like this overnight without common sense, without logic. They just do because people FOMO in, they get one or two posts out there. People have too much money. They throw. We're in crypto. We know people throw around with their money. So a project like this could really be one of those to keep an eye out on, because you never know what's going to happen. Cool. All these innovations share a common goal: driving volume, trading. This week Dubai, next week United Kingdom, and following soon the US. So there's a lot of stuff happening there. Cool. Buyback wallet is now close to 100,000 USD. What should we do? Should we burn it now? Should we burn it later? Let's just burn it now. Why not? They have fair good engagement for the size of their project, of course. And aside from that, I scrolled back a little bit before. It's mainly about the buybacks that they've done. So day 25, day 22. There's not too much aside from that announcement wise lately, which makes sense because there was nothing happening in this project for a very long time. But look, aside from the logical aspect with crypto projects and whether they have an up and functioning product and service, yes or no, whether they utilize KOLs, yes or no, you gotta understand how the market works a little bit too. And when you suddenly see a big jump up like this, you know that something is happening on the back end. You know that some people are aware of what's about to happen and people are buying into it. So you're probably kind of late compared to where you could have bought into, but at the same time, who the hell was going to buy into a project that was completely dead doing $1,000, $2,000 in volume at this pace? Now you know, sure, you could have jumped in 1 or 2 days ago a little bit cheaper. I still think that it's good to keep an eye out because it's probably going to continue on an upward trend from here. Or maybe it'll crash back down, but then afterwards you're going to see a steady flow upwards over the next couple months. It'll probably follow along with the rest of the market. So the more alt season-ish we get, the bigger Vmint gets. So I hold a small bag on it myself, not too much. It's definitely one of the more risky plays, but if it turns into a 30, 40, 50x, then we're still happy with it. So that's all I got for you guys today with Vmint. I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow.